there was like an anecdote, or if it changed you, or if it changed your process?
Sure. So there's quite a few things that happened during this filming. I knew that there are few special moments in your life, that take place. And I've had special moments in my life that I've taken for granted and then later regretted not taking it fully in. And so during this process, before we started this process working with this amazing director and this amazing cast, I made sure, I knew that this was going to be a special time. I mean, there are times, I'm sure that I'll have more acting gigs and I'll have more opportunities. But I knew that this was something special. And so I made sure that when I was on set, that I took every minute in, and I did not take a second of it for granted. And I'm glad I did that, because I know that this is not something that's going to happen again. It was very special for me, very eye-opening, and it was a great learning experience. There were moments where I related to the character, Katira, so much. There was one instance where you guys watched that scene. She was talking about how her parents met in university. My parents met in university, except my parents were both, thank God, okay and safe, and I have them both. And so I was very emotional. I thought, well, my dad was my mom's professor, so they met in university, but he was her teacher. But I'm so grateful. And that moment, I remember hours and hours after we shot that scene, I was so emotional because I realized how lucky I was, and Katira wasn't. She had lost her mother. Another really significant part of filming for me was we couldn't find a burqa, so I asked my mom, we can't find a burqa, we need one. And she said, well, I still have mine from when we escaped Afghanistan. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I kept it all these years. And I said, well, can we use it? And the day we were shooting, I remember I all of a sudden couldn't breathe when it was covering my head. And here I am going to Afghanistan for years and years fighting for women's rights. But it was the first time that I actually felt what these women were going through at 36-degree heat in Kamloops, having this burqa cover my face, and I couldn't breathe. And I remember Marie was like, "Cut, something's wrong." Like, I lifted the burqa up and I was hyperventilating, and they're like, "Oh, it's too hot for her." I said, "No, I think I'm having a mental breakdown." And that's when I realized, I got a completely different perspective of what women in so many regions of the world are going through. I had the opportunity or the chance to lift the cover up, when I felt like it. But there are so many women out there who can't, who don't have that option. And so, a major learning experience. And I also wanted to end it off by saying it was such a great opportunity for me to have quality time with my father, who ended up being the cultural, religious, and language advisor, and translating the script in Pashto. And he was there literally before I would get on set until after I left. So it's a lot of fun having him and my mom there. So it's amazing.
You have a humility for humanity and people who suffer. I think that's what the movie did for me. It just made me think a lot more about, looking beyond the surface and sort of saying, I mean, this is a story from